Let's go to Nick Loris of this C3 Solutions, what he makes of it, because, Nick, what's happening to truckers notwithstanding, we're looking at higher gasoline prices of all types going into what could be a record weekend for such prices. But Americans seem to be willing to pay out just to get out. So what are you looking at?
Yeah, this summer is going to be very interesting, Neil, because gas prices $4.60 at the national average, and a lot of families have been frustrated by the pandemic, have had to cancel vacations over the past 2 years, and therefore they have been willing to so far accept higher prices. I think you're starting to see a little more demand constraint because prices have gotten so high, but we've rarely seen such a tension where Americans, because of the frustration of not being able to travel over the past 2 summers as much as they would have wanted to, are willing to accept these higher prices.
So how long do you think that lasts? It's one thing to accept it around levels we're dealing with now. We're up a little bit more than 44 cents in just the last couple of months. Where do you see things going?
Yeah, probably not much longer. I know JP Morgan put out a note last week saying they could see prices rise as high as $6 per gallon nationally, but we have seen, again, demand of a rolling average over the past 4 weeks come down a little bit. So I think we're reaching that tipping point where families are starting to change their minds, or at least taking smaller trips. So that may change a little bit, but I don't know if we're going to see those price points hit $6 per gallon. But I mean, that is a rude wake-up call. And as the report mentioned, any increase in gas prices results in a reduction in non-gasoline spending. And so this has ripple effects throughout the economy that's going to hurt businesses and families all over the country.
But it's still expected to be a record travel weekend. Maybe that's just compared to the last couple of, Memorial Day weekends where it was hard to get out at all with the virus and everything else. But what are you looking at? Still a busy weekend?
Yeah, still a busy weekend. I think still a busy few weeks. I think maybe where you might see some more demand side reductions is later on into the summer, maybe once we reach those later June and July months or August vacations. If gas prices continue to go up to $5, $5.50 per gallon, that's where I think you really might see Americans start to change their minds about what they do. But again, I mean, I just bought a flight to Ireland. I paid a lot more than I wanted to, but I haven't traveled internationally for vacation in the last 2 years, and I was willing to accept the higher prices, and I think a lot of American families are.
Yeah, well, that's a trip that would be worth it. A smart man. Nick Loris, thank you very, very much. Hope you have safe travels on that.